because she was put in jail for like 5 or 7 years, I can't remember, um, because she was accused of killing her daughter, and so was her husband. And they're in a rural part of Australia. Um, it was like an indigenous area in the middle. It's in the middle of Australia, right? Indigenous area in the middle of Australia. And she was falsely accused of killing her daughter. And it's one of the biggest crime stories in Australian history. And it also showed that one of the reasons that she was prosecuted, because for one thing, they never found the baby, right? They never found the baby, but they did end up finding her jumpsuit. She was a little baby. She had a little jumpsuit, and they found the jumpsuit, and the jumpsuit had blood in it, right? And the blood, but they back then in the 80s, they couldn't do DNA tests on saliva of dingoes, so all they had was her blood. So they assumed that she'd stabbed her baby and then hid the jumpsuit somewhere, right? Even though she was staying in a place where everyone was camping. There was a campsite, and people had heard her during the middle of the night run out of the campsite and scream, "The dingo's got me baby, the dingo's got me baby." And so they heard that. And so that even though she said that, they thought that she was just making that up. But one of the interesting things about that court case was that it was considered trial by media. And the reason why it's a lot of if you study law in Australia or if you study media in Australia, they would use this case as one of the main cases about trial by media. And the reason is because after the baby had died, someone about a week later had taken a photo of her at the airport, and she's smiling, right? We don't know why she's smiling, but there's this photo of her smiling. So that got put on the front page of the newspaper, and they said, why is someone whose daughter died 1 week earlier have a smile on her face?